Chaosgate present The Cast of Cthulhu, a real-time Call of Cthulhu roleplay adventure with me, Jimmy the Pint. Fans, and welcome back to the Cast of Cthulhu. We're a little bit short on players tonight. Alas, Tobias and Lorna are preparing themselves for...
Still hungover from that.
Yeah, we'll get onto that in a minute. Tobias and Lorna are preparing and making and doing in time for Geek Fest, which is one of our local little cons going on, and myself and the others will be heading down there with Chaosgate live action roleplay.
That's a con as in convention, not a scam.
Thank you. To show off our mad LARPing skills and hopefully get a few more players addicted. Yes, so they're busy making and doing. So with me tonight is Yazmin.
Hello there.
Marcus.
Good evening.
And Rob.
Hey, right.
Okay, well, before we begin, let's just address the elephant in the room that was last week.
What are you on about?
I certainly didn't see any elephants last week.
So, in case you haven't heard last week's podcast, and trust me, you didn't hear the whole session, the players decided to get a little bit drunk to the amount of, I think it was 3 litres of rum.
Maybe, give or take.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest, the guys had like 2 litres, and I think, Yaz, you had the other litre, didn't you?
Probably. I can remember I was pouring quite a lot into my glass.
So yeah, I mean, obviously what you heard was a lot of giggles and a lot of very, very strange decisions being made. What you didn't get to witness, though, was Yazmin beating the shit out of Tobias beating the shit out of Rob, and then eventually just everybody beating the shit out of each other, whilst I sat there indignantly.
I stood victoriously.
It was a joy to behold. So yeah,
I feel I accomplished something.
The players have learnt their lesson, and they are very
sober this week.
And very what?
Sorry
for letting down our listeners.
Very sorry.
Aren't you, Robert?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, well, let's crack on. I'm not going to lie, listeners. I literally have no idea where this game is going anymore. It's all gone a little bit bonkers. I'm a big believer in just letting the players do what they want to do, and I will find a way to steer them on track. So hopefully something may well happen tonight. But before we begin, best we have time for a little recap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Are you joking? You're asking me to recap?
Yeah.
What if you get the number? Yeah.
And it's a 1. Yazmin, your punishment.
Okay, yep. I can only remember half of last week, but I had a gist of it from listening to the podcast of what actually happened. I believe we went to a restaurant. I ordered Bismarck herring. I don't know if you guys got that from last week's podcast.
How was that, by the way? Was it divine?
What? I really enjoyed it.
I heard it was divine.
Was it divine? I found it fantastic. Anyway, and then for some reason, Napoleon did punch the waiter, probably because Napoleon is rather irritating. The waiter got annoyed, and then Napoleon decided to take offence. They rapidly left the restaurant. I think we found out at this point that we were wanted somehow.
Yeah. Do you want to jump in there, Marcus?
Yeah.
Yeah, my Edward's old-time friend, MB.
What does MB stand for, Marcus?
Oh, now that's a good question, really. It stands as his initials for his name.
Malcolm Bishop.
That's the one, Malcolm Bishop. He gave me a letter asking me to go outside into the alley, which I promptly went to, having no reason to distrust him. And he informed me that the farmers have given accurate descriptions of Edward and the rest of the group, as well as taking his badge away, at which point he informs me that we're all being basically hunted down, and we have to basically get out of Dodge within 12 hours.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
I should point out as well that one of the other reasons that you found out, and I don't know whether you told these guys. Oh no, actually, I'm not going to tell you. Screw it.
I probably did, to be fair. I can't remember what I said.
There was a combination of reasons why they were found out.
I can't even remember all of
You flashed your badge at the farmers. Is that one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got my badge number. They know what I look like. We still got the tractor. Well, don't do we? But
Anyway, I believe after we left the restaurant...
I remember.
Henry Stanley.
Yeah, matey boy. He ran off.
He grassed us
yeah,
up.
he grassed us all up. Yeah.
Henry Stanley grassed us up.
Yeah.
Well, he was kind of found wandering.
Yeah.
What a tosser.
I knew we should have killed him.
I know.
Well, you like killing everyone.
That's what we're doing in the future now.
But anyway, next we went to the hotel. Yeah?
Yeah. That's
we were
where.
going back to the hotel to get money because we
started
needed all of our money so that we could get some tickets to go onto the Orient Express.
And how much money do you have?
£1,000.
Yeah. I suggested that one of us goes and checks on Randolph, who we left in the hotel room.
And
to which Buttersby Finch was quite enthusiastic about doing himself. So I insisted on going with him. At which point, upon entering the room, he hit me over the head with a candlestick and then proceeded to bash Randolph Alexis to death. So I locked him in the room, ran back down to the foyer, told Edward, who went up to the hotel room, had some kind of war flashback, and shot and killed Buttersby Finch.
Yeah.
Then me and Eva took the hotel porter and the concierge hostage, locked them in a cupboard.
This is the bit I don't remember.
And then we got in the car with driver Bob and drove to the Clubfoot Pigeon Gang hideout, which is where we're currently holed up.
Okay, I think that's the general gist of it. I'm not sure, Jamie. Is there a lot of things we've forgotten?
No, not really. That sounds pretty accurate to me.
I don't think we really found anything out. We are going to try and get some fake passports.
You had a rest. You woke up in the morning and you figured out you've got approximately 6 hours to make yourself scarce. Now, I'll throw you a bone and say that the further away you get, the less chance there is of you being found. Okay, so, what you want to do is you want to try and probably disappear as quickly as possible. But how you do that is entirely up to you. Nappy, you decided that you wanted to see if you could obtain fake passports. If I'm honest, that would be something that a criminal of your class would probably find very, very difficult. So what I'm going to do, not impossible, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask
Gentlemen, am I standing? What are you on about, Governor?
I'm going to ask you to make a credit rating roll.
Really?
No.
No, this is going to turn up. Okay. My credit's been seized, haven't they? Or frozen?
It's not that kind of... credit rating is your credit, is your
I got you.
standing.
Yeah, failed.
Wasn't hard to do, was it?
Nope.
You only got a 7.
You failed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know anyone. It's not something that you would be able to... You couldn't call somebody up, for example, and they would instantly go, yeah, sure, no problem, mate. It would be a lot harder than that for you to acquire.
Would I know through my extensive list of basically suspects that we've had through the force?
That's a good idea.
But the thing is that I might be able to know them, but they might not necessarily do it.
But they might do it for one of their own.
Yeah, but I might be able to point them in the right direction.
They might just do it for some money. But we've only got £1,000.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to make a... You can make a luck roll on this.
Yep.
And you can take... No, go on then. Straight luck roll.
Yep. Nope.
No?
I told you those dice were unlucky.
How far off were you?
Just under double. So I have 45, I rolled an 80.
Yeah, I'd probably advise you not to spend that amount of luck. Yeah, again, whilst you probably know names of people, knowing where they are would make it very, very difficult for you to track them down in such a short space of time.
I'd probably have to go to like the station anyway.
What if either she doesn't know anyone that does fake passports, but she knows of a club where the money to go to get hold of black market goods Not that she attends it, but she knows of it. It's something
How would
that's
you know
well
of it? Give me a reason.
known.
I like that you're now asking. That's good. I know a club.
I think because when she lost
The
her
Bismarck
licence
Herring Club.
as a physician, she went through a bit of a dark stage where she was doing lots of bad things. And then she came back.
You're just stretching and reaching out there, aren't you?
That is literally grasping at straws.
No, she
All right, I'll tell you what.
She hit a dark place when she lost her licence.
Yeah, you could
And
say
her
it's
husband died.
the dark corners of the earth.
And she found out
Well, for the
about a lot of the darker sides of the rich world.
Okay. I'm going to say that, we all know that the fabulously wealthy are a little bit corrupt.
Yeah.
And so it's not unlikely for you to perhaps know somebody, but I will ask you to...
I don't know if they do fake passports.
I would need you to make a credit rating roll and to take a penalty die on that as well.
Okay. What does a penalty die mean?
So you roll twice and you take the lowest value.
Okay. The lowest.
The highest.
The highest, right.
I mean, you've already failed.
I failed, yeah.
You failed.
Yeah, I got a
won.
30 and 61.
Okay. So
60 is my credit
So
rating.
again, like Edward, you may know of names of, a few kind of pompous asses out there who enjoy kind of dabbling in, slightly illegal matters. But again,
Whether they
given the situation that you're in, it would be very, very difficult for you to get hold of them. Okay. Everybody make listen rolls.
Regular success.
fail. Regular fail.
Extreme success.
Extreme success. Okay, don't forget to mark them down as well if you succeeded. As you're discussing your options, Nappy, you hear just outside, you're stood closest to the window, you hear just outside some voices. It's something along the lines of this. Oh, don't know why I needed to be dragged out so early in the morning for this. It's not even my time. It's not even my duty time yet. What's the boss got on this bloke anyway?
That's it.
Oh, that sounds...
You don't hear
suspicious.
anything.
Oh, we don't.
All right. I'm going to go stand sort of in the doorway, keeping in the shadows a little bit and have a little snoop and see if I can see who it is.
So you're looking out the window, are you?
I'm actually going to go and sort of pop my head out and
Okay.
see if I can see him. But I'm sticking to the shadows, I'm keeping it.
All right, plot hidden.
Just want to see who this is.
You can have a bonus die on that as well. Fail. Yeah, you can't see anybody at this point. However, you still hear the conversation going on. And it sounds like two voices. There's definitely at least two people there. You overhear them saying, it's probably just another fake tip-off. Anyway, I don't know why we have to be dealing with this case so quickly. It's not half as bad as some of the stuff we've seen. Still, when the boss gets a bee in his bonnet, I guess we have to jump. But we don't get any bonuses for this either.
It's Shanks, it's the Rozzers. I'm going to go back inside. And, guys, I think they've snuffed us. There's a couple of Rozzers outside.
What on earth are Rozzers, Napoleon?
The fuzz.
What is the fuzz?
Talking about the police.
Oh, God. Why can't you just use the English language?
Right. Keep it down. They might not know we're here. How far away are they?
Right outside the window, mate.
Oh, shit.
I don't know, there's something going on. It sounds like they're looking for somebody. It might be us. I don't know how they found out about this place.
You hear a knock at the door.
Oh, shit. All right, look, you two, you go
Who's
hide.
got the guns?
Look, just you two go hide. I'll go answer the door. I'm going to go to the drawer, retrieve my revolver, put it in. I'm not sleeping anyway at this point because, I'm insomniac and that, so I'm going to put that in. I'm going to go answer the door. All right?
Good morning, sir. I'm sorry to disturb you. Do you run this orphanage?
Yeah, what was that?
We are currently on the lookout for 3 perpetrators. We've heard reports that they might possibly be in this area. Their car was spotted.
What kind of car was it?
It was Bentley.
All right, nothing I fancy around here.
Oh, I see. Well, for your own safety, sir, I would keep your doors locked for now.
Okay. All right.
We're just going to do a short patrol of the area, and we're going to see if we can locate this vehicle.
All right, I'll keep an eye out. I'll let you know if I see anything.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
And off they trot.
Close the door, go back. It's all right.
What happened?
They're looking for us, all right. They spotted,
My Bentley.
That's the one, a Bentley.
Driver Bob looks over at you nervously. Oh, I hope they don't find that car.
Where did we leave it?
Where'd you leave it, Bob?
It was parked around the back of the...
I think you should go and get in it, Bob, and move it now. Before they see it.
Bob heads out towards the back.
Police said that they're going to be on patrol. If they spot him, they're just going to come straight back here.
What do we do now?
Well, I quite like Bob, but at this point, I suggest that we just fucking leg it.
We can't go
I'm
without
not
Bob. He's
leaving
one of
Bob.
us.
We've got to go.
No.
It's either just leave him or
I'm not abandoning my car.
Plus, he's a prime witness.
Exactly, he's prime witness. One of them or all
Bob
of
comes
us.
bursting through the door. I don't mean to alarm anybody, but they found the car.
All right, let's leg it.
No, we're going to have to go and take care of this, mate. Where's your gun?
We can't just shoot our way out of every situation. Or mind you, where's your shotgun?
Well,
gave it you.
I have my gun, but to be honest, I don't believe we should be shooting officers of the law.
I don't think we should either, but we should take the guns
Hold on,
with
I've
us.
got an idea.
We haven't got time for this.
I've got an idea. Leave this with me. Right, I'm going out the back. I'm approaching the guy snooping around the car. Right, lads, yeah, do you know anything about this car, do you?
Is this your car, sir?
Nah, mate, no, they just a couple of guys just pulled it up here with some bird, cracking gate tits on her. They jumped out, legged it down the road. Right up that way, anyway.
Make a fast talk roll for me. I'll give you a bonus because that was nice.
Where's fast talk? Fail.
Fail.
You had 5.
He kind of looks in the direction that you pointed, and he's like, "What, over that way?"
Yeah, they're just chopping it up that way. It's about 10 minutes ago, mate. You just missed them.
He looks you up and down, and make a psychology roll.
Where's psychology?
Under P.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, success.
Success. He's trying to figure you out. He's not clocked you, but there's something niggling in the back of his mind.
Yeah, like, I'm only asking because I'm the janitor here, and like this space is reserved for the owner. We can't have this car. I don't know whose car this is. You've got to move it, or I've got to move it. But the people who dropped, they just ran off down the road. They only ran that corner, mate. They can't be too far.
Oh, I see. Okay. He looks at the other Bobby with him and says, "Stay with the car." And he scuttles off in the direction that you pointed him. Tell me, sir, could you give us any more of a description? You said 2 men and a woman?
Yeah, so I might have been 3 men. I wasn't quite sure. I was in there snoozing, to be honest, and I heard the car. They come right in the racket, they made, coming around the corner here. They all jumped out. I reckon they were sloshed, to be honest, mate. One was definitely off his chopper.
I see. Well, it may well be that we'll need to take you in to make an official statement.
Can I stab him in the neck?
It's going so well.
Really?
Right, it's going so well.
Crying out loud, Napoleon. You were using your brain up until
Okay.
the point.
Okay. Can you...
Did you notice though?
Hang on a minute, it's early morning, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you remember to put your knife in your pocket before you...
Yeah, of
Okay,
course
that's-
he
that's
carries it on all the time, mate.
Make a luck roll for me.
Luck roll. Fail.
Yeah, you don't have your knife on you.
Well, that's probably a good thing because it means you're not going to be able to stab him, so you're not going to screw it up.
You're not going to screw it up.
Right, mate, right, let me just go and tell my boss where I'm going, alright? I'll be back out in 5 minutes, yeah?
Okay, well, I didn't mean straight away, but we will probably need to take a statement from you at some point.
Oh, right, in that case, I'll just go and wait in there for you. Or do you want a cup of tea or anything whilst you're waiting?
Oh, that'd be delightful, thank you.
Yeah, do you want to come inside?
Of course, yeah.
Right then, right this way, boss. Yeah.
Why are you bringing?
What?
I'm going to open the door for him. Ladies first.
He walks in.
You've got an idea of the layout of the building?
Yeah. You guys are currently in a small kind of parlour kitchen.
Right.
It's a very narrow building. It's, let's say, about 4 floors high. It's kind of townhousey.
Okay.
So there are rooms and like little dorms on each floor. Quite what they used for. Nappy could probably tell us.
Yeah. So we're on the ground floor, are we?
We're on the ground floor, and this is the back entrance. So you've got the parlour kitchen. There's a small kind of small sitting room, like a narrow hallway with a parquet floor, with stairs leading upwards. A little bit Rillington Place, that kind of thing. Yeah, okay, so he steps into the kitchen and sees Edward, Eva, Bob, Felicity. He stops and he pauses and he says, "Morning, folks."
All right, morning.
Good morning.
You here to inspect the car or something?
Well, we were lucky enough just to find the car, to be honest. We weren't sure that we were going to, but...
Can I do a quick look around to see if there's anything heavy that I can pick up?
Yeah, you can look around. I mean, there's plenty of, like, utensils, saucepans, that kind of thing. Frying pans in true comedy style. Yeah.
Back of the head with a frying pan.
He said, I'll have to be quite quick in getting that tea. Do you mind if I take it outside and wait with the car?
Can I hit him on the head with a frying pan?
Or you could just let him go out with a cup of tea to the car. You know, he hasn't clocked that there's anything going on. Let's just keep him...
He really wants to hit something.
Let's just keep this man completely oblivious.
I'm just going to go about my business. I'm going to pick up a frying pan as if I'm about to make some eggs.
Of course you can.
But
keep your tea.
You know, I'm keeping a close eye on this bloke. I'm looking at Edward, see what he's thinking. Looking at Eva.
Right. Yeah, sure. You take any sugar or milk in your tea?
Just milk and 1 sugar, please.
Alrighty. I'll turn to Bob, ask him to go do that. Yeah.
Okay. Bob puts together teas for everybody. He hands a cup to the officer. The officer says, "Would you mind? I'm only just outside. It's just I should really keep an eye on to see if my colleague comes back. Is that all right?"
Yeah, no problem. Understood, mate.
He leaves. He goes and stands by the car. And he's drinking his tea. What do you do?
I think, guys, that we need to move out of here very rapidly.
Agreed.
What? We'll go out the front. I think the Bentley's off limits.
Alright, I'll say what, if the rest of you want to get out of here, me and Napoleon will stay just in case. We can't all just disappear just in case they come back.
Do you know, I really do think that perhaps Bob here could go out there disguised as a mechanic, perhaps, that's been sent to retrieve the Bentley for the police. This officer does not know.
He'd need the right paperwork for that there. I ain't carrying anything like that with me.
Yes, but that officer that just went out there seemed quite simple.
Alright, but what about the other one? The one that came in?
He's not there right now.
But he'll be back in a minute. By the time we get Bob here all dressed up, looking all fancy as a mechanic, he'll be here.
How close are we to the nearest train station?
You by the Docklands, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It would probably be a good half an hour's walk.
What do you reckon, Edward?
About what?
How are we going to get out of this one?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the train station's about a half-hour walk from here. I'm going to light up my cigarette. So.
Look, this is what I reckon. We go out there, we do him in, you shoot him in the head, we jump in the car, we run over the other one.
No, come on, we're not going to be able to get out of here. I tell you what, have you not got any, like, I don't know, some kind of boat here or something? You're not, like, taking drugs, it's the dockyards.
Yeah, of course.
Why don't we use the vet boat?
Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Make a luck roll.
Yeah.
11. You have a warship.
Magically from the future, a speedboat arrives.
The SS Nappy, man. yeah, we got... Well, of course, why don't I think about it? Our getaway boat.
I can't believe you fuck with my plans so much. Right, okay.
Napoleon, can you drive this boat?
Yeah, of course I'd drive a boat. Up on the river, you know.
Since when? What's your drive auto?
Not bad, actually.
And what vehicle?
I don't know.
If you've got nothing written in there, it's basically it's a car.
Yeah.
So you have no specialism in boat driving. So, should you decide to go through with this plan, I'm going to ask you to take 15 off your drive auto, which would leave you with how much?
40.
40. Okay, that's still reasonably respectable. So if that's the route that you want to take, start planning.
Okay, if we take this boat, what do we do next?
Take this boat further down the river. Whereabouts are we? Yeah, in London.
We gotta get to Dover.
We've got to get
6 hours.
We've got to get these passports first, otherwise we can't get any tickets.
Right, I tell you what, let's just take this to the other side of the river. Right, we'll just get on the other side and we'll just see what we can get there.
Is there surely nobody you know, Napoleon? Not anybody you know that might possibly know somebody that could
Apparently not. I thought there was.
Surely you must know somebody.
I mean,
knows
I stated
something.
that you obviously know people in the criminal underworld. You don't know anybody firsthand who would sell you fake passports.
You know people in the underworld. You know people that might sell passports. Why don't we go to one of these people that might sell something and
There
see
might
what
be
we
some
can find
local
out?
gangs I might be able to go and have a word with.
Well, that's what we need to do. We need to get these passports.
And welcome to Pulp Cthulhu. Apparently we're playing it without even having the rule book. It's amazing. All right. Okay, so you're in the parlour.
Mm-hmm.
You've decided that you want to try and get over to the docks and escape via boat. I'm going to tell you that it is a small motorboat that does no more than 15 miles an hour, tops. It's a little bit of a putt-putter. Your little steam tug.
Where's the nearest gang member that I can?
You know places. You could probably
Somewhere close by.
You could find a pub where you could pick up contacts. Yeah.
Other side of the river, maybe.
Yeah.
The Docklands was well known for gang activity, wasn't it? Because that's where they used to smuggle all the drugs.
Well, I've had a thought. There's a pub over the other side of the river there. It's called the Swan and Forehead. We're gonna hop on a boat, buzz it over the river. I'll go in there, have a little chat with a man in there, and see if I can hook up some contacts.
Right, I think this is definitely the.
We got to keep it low key
best
though. No
plan.
shooting anybody, all right, Edward?
It's not my problem, mate. Right, but we've got to take everything with us. Right, we've got to clear out of here. Less than,
Right, what have we got?
Yeah, I've got my rifle, bit of ammunition, clothes, that sort of stuff. Handcuffs.
Also, my knife.
I've got my nightstick as well, actually.
Most importantly, we have the money. So we got £1,000. I think we're going to be having to do some bargaining here.
You got the keys to that Bentley?
I got the keys to the Bentley.
Right, chuck them in.
Okay. What are you going to be doing with the keys to my Bentley?
Got an idea. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Right, come on, let's get on the boat. Let's get over the other side.
I'm going to go grab my stuff first. What is it? I'm not leaving anything here. You shouldn't leave anything here either, Napoleon.
I've got everything.
Are you sure?
Got my knife.
You surely have something more than a knife.
Have you got your 50p?
I got that. Yeah.
You can buy a pint in the four-headed swan later.
Don't worry, I've got £50. I can buy everybody a pint.
All right, you lot start moving out. I'll go grab my stuff. You get your stuff together. Where are you? How are you leaving? You leaving all together?
I think we're leaving all together, are we not?
Yeah, I reckon it's less suspicious if we were just casually walk
Are we
up.
taking Bob?
Yeah, Bob's coming.
Okay.
Well, could I not just go home?
Nah, mate, you're
I'm
coming
awfully
with us.
tired, and this is
Look,
terribly confusing.
Bob, I tell you what, you just follow us till we get to Dover, all right? Then we'll talk about letting you go then. But for the time being,
Don't
you'll
worry,
stick
Bob.
with us, all right?
You're going to be paid. Your salary is continuing.
All right, so you're all leaving together. Are you going out the front or out the back? Out the back.
No.
Probably better if we go out the secret entrance.
Nice try. Are you going out the front or are you going out the back?
The car's out the back.
Yeah.
So we're not going out the front.
Right, yeah, we go out the front, we'll round the side.
What? Why can't we just go out the back?
Because the car and the police officer's out the back.
What do you mean the police officer's already come in and we've given cups of tea to him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right, we just go out the back.
What are we going to say to him as we go past?
We're going to say that we're going to make sure everything's all locked up.
And that we're doing we've lost a child. It's an orphanage, isn't it?
No.
That's a bit... No, because then they'll say we need help.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I will follow.
We're doing a daily run over the shop. That's what we're doing.
I'll follow your roles. I've not had to deal with
Right,
this
we're walking out the back
before.
Well, the boat's some distance away. It's not like parked outside this.
Yeah,
this
we're going in
house.
that general direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You head out back, all of you. Ragtag bag of misfits, if ever I saw them. And as you get to the car, you realise that the officer out that you gave the cup of tea to has now been joined by 6 other police officers. Spot Marcus, Edward.
Yep. Spot hidden, yeah?
Yep, you can have a bonus.
Yeah, just a regular success.
Regular success. You realise that one of them is a pretty superior officer. He steps forward. He says, quite forcefully and quite aggressively, "Don't move. We have suspicion to believe that you are involved in the murder and in the assault of several people within London." What do you do?
Have you got the shotgun?
No shooting.
Nappy, make a spot hidden.
Fail.
Okay, you don't spot. In fact, everybody can make spot hidden.
A hard success.
Hard success.
Regular success.
Regular success. I mean, Edward, you would know that in this time, the police don't carry firearms. Either. You've picked up on that as well. In fact, you've even spotted that the most they've got on them right now is a truncheon.
I think it's Edward is the one that's used to dealing with this sort of situation. He should be.
You got no time to talk about this in game.
I've got my hand on my knife.
All right, so I can see that they've only got truncheons, right? God.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I'm going to do. I've got my rucksack here anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pull out this rifle, right? Point it at them.
Yeah.
Okay. This is reach down, grab this pistol, just hold it out to whoever's to my right. I don't know who's there.
I'll take that.
All right, he's got it apparently.
Am I pulling my Derringer?
Yeah, if you want, it's your action.
Okay.
All lads, get down on the floor.
On your choppers, come on, get down.
I'm not shooting them.
The main guy in charge says, "Stand fast."
Oi, kneecap him.
Make a firearms roll.
Yes.
So who are you capping? The
bloke who just spoke.
The bloke who just spoke. You blast his kneecap out and you just see like fragments of bone and cartilage just fly, followed by a kind of red mist as the 5 other policemen surrounding you just drop. Eva, make a spot hidden.
Regular success. Hard success, sorry.
As they drop, you notice that one of the policemen very carefully puts a cup down as he drops.
That was very useful information.
Alright, Felicity, Bob, and Nappy, handcuff them to the pipes.
Okay.
I'm handcuffing them to the pipes.
So, what pipes?
It's an orphanage, you're going to have working plumbing in here.
Well, plumbing,
guttering
okay.
and
Guttering.
all that kind of stuff.
So, all of them to the same pipe, or...?
I don't give a shit how comfortable they are.
One to a pipe, and then each one to each other, like an.
Okay.
What are you doing with the head honcho?
We'll put them on the end.
I will wrap his leg so that he doesn't, and make sure that he's not bleeding out. Because we don't want to kill him. So
For once, we're not being rude.
I will see to the wound and then make sure that he's not going to die.
He gasps as you wrap the wound around you. and just looks you in the eye and spits at you.
Listen, boys, this ain't nothing personal, all right? We're trying to save the world. You'll understand soon enough, all right? Just keep stum, stay here for a bit. Somebody will come along. Enjoy a cup of tea.
Yeah, I'll go over and grab his tea and I'll just give it to him.
Not badly handled, I suppose.
Could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse. All right, so, yeah, you time to go. What's your next move?
Bob, could you get the Bentley? I think we need to go fast to...
Oh my god, I'm an accessory. Oh my god, I'm an accessory.
All right, Bob, come on now. Get hold of yourself, son. We got to be going.
Bob's freaking out.
Bob, sort yourself out, man.
Felicity, give him a shot.
He takes a big deep breath and composes himself, and he's very, very shaky, but he gets into the car.
Okay. Right then. We're going to the dock. We're going to the boat, aren't we? So we can cross over to the other side of the river.
Before we go, can we get Felicity to drug all of them? We could mix it in the tea and make them all drink it.
There's one cup of tea out there.
They're all handcuffed. They can't do it. Just...
She doesn't have syringes on her, but she just kind of grabs just pinches of this stuff and just kind of forces it into their face.
Oh my dear! Is it anything hallucinogenic? Do you think?
I don't know. Do you want to hang around and wait to find out?
No, I really do think we should be going to this boat to go to this gang house to find out if we can get ourselves some passports.
We're not going to go to the boat. That's just going to be slow. May as well just drive around a bit quicker.
Okay, whatever is the quickest way. I don't care.
Just get on the boat. I need to handle something quickly. I want to go to the sergeant or the commissioner, whatever it is, and I want to take his badge.
We're getting in the car, aren't we?
You're going to take his badge?
Yeah.
Oh, good idea.
Okay then, yeah.
That's mine now.
Anyway, moving swiftly on. So, Edward, you take his badge, and again, he looks at you disdainfully, but he is pretty pale now. He's obviously, feeling the effects of the shotgun to the kneecap. And as you walk away, he's like, "You all hang for this."
Maybe I will, mate. Maybe I will, but you're not going to be around to see that. Right, let's skedaddle.
Okay, so you get into the car and you drive off. Where are you going?
At this point, I reckon let's go straight to your place with the thing.
Passports? Yeah. We need passports.
So you're heading to the Four-Headed Swan. What's your plan of action? What instructions have you given to Bob?
Drive to the Four-Headed Swan.
Yeah.
Okay, he knows the place. You going fast, slow?
Drive casual.
Drive cash.
Drive cash. It's a place you're relatively familiar with. It's not somewhere where it's not a place that you frequent. But, you've had a drink in there a few times, and you know that there are fellows of certain repute who drink there. All right, one gang in particular work out of this pub, the Slippery Eels. They're known mainly for larceny, petty crimes. However, their leader, Ricky Lofty Hewitt, usually goes by the name of Lofty, is a fairly successful and wealthy businessman. He's very, very popular within the community and likes to see himself as benefactor to those in need, but will always ask for a favour in return. As you drive up, make a spot hidden.
All of us or just him?
You can all make spot hidden if you're all there.
Extreme success.
Extreme success. All right, you can see that there are there's four blokes hanging outside the pub. Quite clearly been told to hang outside this pub. It's a little bit unusual. You don't, at this time of day, is not a lot of business is conducted, but you don't think anything of it, and you see people coming in and out of the pub. There's no, they're not stopping anyone.
Do you recognise any of them guy blokes over there? Anything looks suspicious?
Can I see if I recognise them as either suspects that I've dealt with or as members of the police force?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, put in the role spot hidden, or
it wouldn't be spot hidden. It would be intelligence.
Hard success.
Yeah, you don't recognise them.
No, okay. No idea who they are. You think they look a bit out of place or something?
Don't recognise them. I'll tell you what, do you guys want to wait out here whilst I go in and talk, or are you coming in with me?
Right, I'll tell you what. You go on in, right? You got 5 minutes. If you're not having that time, I'll come in for you.
Go here.
Right.
What am I doing?
You stay here with the rest of us.
Over here now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give my 38 revolver to Felicity, so we've got 2 guns out here now.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going into the 4-headed swan.
You are indeed. So you step out of the car. The guys standing outside the pub have clocked the Bentley. As you approach the entrance to the pub, one of them kind of nods over to you and says, "Nice motor. Somebody died, did they?"
Yeah, what, sunshine? Lovely bet, is he?
Why? Who's asking?
What, you don't recognise Nappy?
Nappy? Never heard of you.
Listen, son, I ain't going to be long. I just got to go and talk to Lofty quick, right? Clubfoot Pigeon Gang. Give him a little wink.
Oh, the CFP. Well, I suppose you can go in. I suppose you can go in. Talk to Jerry behind the bar.
Right on. Right.
You go in. I mean, it's early morning. There's no official opening hours in pubs like this. It's just whenever anybody needs to either use the space or fancies a drink. There is a young man stood behind the bar. He looks quite out of place, actually. The bar itself is, whilst not like run down, it's rough around the edges. It's a little bit shabby. It's a little bit sparse. There's not much decoration. You can see a couple of the kind of top windows along the fronts, and the smaller windows are boarded up. Clearly, they've been broken somehow. There's several patrons sat around. There's one man sat at the end of the bar nursing a pint. He looks to be in his 70s. There is 2 young lads who look probably the wrong side of the legal drinking limit or drinking age. They almost look like they're practically sharing a pint. And just the normal kind of early morning crowd you get in a pub of this type. But the man behind the bar looks very, very different. He's in black trousers, very smartly pressed white shirt. He has a tweed waistcoat on, and his sleeves rolled up to his elbows. His hair is very finely oiled, and he greets you with a smile. "Good morning, sir. Lovely to see you. How can I help?"
Yeah, mate, you Jerry, are you?
That would be me. I see my reputation precedes me.
Hey, listen, son, I'm looking for Lofty. It's Nappy. He'll know my name.
Well, it is customary, sir, to usually buy a drink before one starts issuing cards.
Of course. Yeah. What have you got for 10p?
I could do you our guest ale, Dragon Piss.
Yeah, one of them will do, son. Yeah.
Very well, sir. He goes to the bottom of the bar and pulls out a glass and grabs the highly polished pump and starts to pull a pint of what is known as Dragon's Piss. Make a spot hidden.
Can I ask what are the guys outside doing whilst this is happening?
Regular success.
There's nothing changed in their kind of demeanour or anything at all. They're just standing around talking. Make a spot hidden.
Hard success.
Yeah, the only thing that you notice, and it was apparent when you first arrived as well, is despite their kind of casual appearance, is they are kind of checking out alleys, looking down roads, keeping an eye out. They are alert. They've obviously been, ordered to stand here and keep watch.
Right.
Going back to you, Rob. So you got a regular success. Yeah, you noticed as the barman starts to pull your pint, there's a wonderful depiction of a large green dragon, kind of sweating profusely as it relieves itself against the wall, with a happy little smile on its face. In fact, as you go down the bar, you realise that all the pumps have very unique drawings on them, but that one really catches your eye.
Well, that's a lovely looking dragon.
Oh yeah, that's Samantha Jeffrey. She's a local artist. Does a lot of work for Free Boo. She did the sign outside as well, the four-headed swan.
Oh yeah. I used to know an artist. He's dead.
He smiles politely. He falters for a second, just a fraction of a second, before handing over the pint to you.
Right, yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. So, it's lovely about then.
So you've got foam on your nose.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, Mr. Hewitt is about somewhere. I suppose I could just pop out back and see if he will speak to you. What did you say your name was again?
Nappy, Napoleon.
Napoleon. Interesting name. Very well, let me see what I can do. He disappears for a minute.
Whilst that's happening, can I step out of the car? I want to go over to these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask, all right, mate, you got a lighter on you?
Oh, yes, son, yeah, no worries. He takes out a lighter.
Right, whilst he's doing that, can I try to make a spot? I want to see if where he's reaching, there's any kind of deformation of his clothes, see if he's got any weapons on him, potentially. Hard success.
Hard success.
Yeah.
As he reaches out to offer you his lighter, you can quite easily see a wooden bat kind of tucked into his belt, just kind of hanging there.
Would I recognise this as something that's makeshift or police issue?
Oh, it's just makeshift.
All right,
it's just just jimmy together.
Nope.
All right, I'll light up, give him his lighter power. I'm going to go on him.
Okay.
Right. So where am I? Am I following the guy?
No, you're at the moment he's not invited you past the bar, and he's gone through a door at the back of the bar. Yes. So at the moment you're just waiting for him to turn up. As you're waiting, you hear the door go, and you see Edward enter.
I avoid eye contact. I'm not making myself known to be associated. I'm going to go sit kind of off to the side in mid-centre of the room.
Okay.
So I can kind of get a good kind of scope of the bar.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so you head off to sit down, Jason Bourne style. The barman comes back. He said, "Sir, you're in luck. Mr. Hewitt is in a meeting at the moment, but we'll receive you. But you may have to wait maybe half an hour or so."
Listen, I'm in a little bit of a hurry. Can you tell him I'm trying to save the world and we've got to be pretty quick about this?
Do you want a little bit of advice, sir?
You're going to tell me you don't like to be hurried, aren't you?
Mr. Hewitt is a very patient man, and he likes his associates to be patient as well. If you were to suggest such a thing, I don't think whatever it is that you want would go in your favour.
What if you tell him that it could be quite lucrative for him?
Mr. Hewitt receives offers like this on a daily basis.
Not like this, he done.
Sir, I suggest you wait. Don't punch him in the face.
I guess I'm waiting.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you sit down.
Patience, not Rob's strong point.
Marcus, what do you want to do?
I'm just going to carry on spoken for a sec. I'm basically, I just want to see if there's any kind of evidence whatsoever that this place has been done up for a sting.
What, by the police? Okay. Make a intelligence roll.
Regular success.
Regular success. You're fairly certain that there's nothing in here. There's no guys with newspapers staring through holes. You know the kind of procedure that happens. You know the kind of people that policemen usually disguise themselves as. You know, for a moment you perhaps suspected one guy kind of sat on his own in the corner, but he's quite clearly drunk. Eva, do you want to do anything?
Well, I'm currently standing outside waiting to see what's going on with the gents. It's been quite a while, and I'm getting a little bit worried. Mm-hmm. I don't like waiting myself, so I'm going to head inside and see if I can find them.
Okay.
I'll go up to the two bouncers, security, and they don't think they're stopping anyone going in, are they?
No.
Hello, gentlemen. I'm just heading in to find my companions.
Oh, they all chime at once. Find your companions, is it? Check her out. Little posh tart, here for a bit of rough. I don't know why they suddenly can, but...
Ooh, get her. One of them was played by Dale Winter.
The other by Graham Norton.
Well, yes, posh I am. Tart, I believe, is something I haven't yet achieved. Would you be
We can soon sort that out, love. They snap quickly back into their roles.
Perhaps another time. If you'd be so kind as to step aside.
Oh, be my guest.
Thank you.
One of them slaps you on the arse as you go in.
I spin round and slap him in the face. Ladylike slap, though.
The three that were watching just burst into fits of laughter, and he just kind of looks down a little bit sheepish.
Thank you for that. Right, I'm going to find my friends now. You gentlemen, get up to whatever your sorts do.
You know where we are, princess.
Okay.
And as you leave, you can hear them like roaring with laughter.
That's happened to me a few times in life.
What a colourful picture of underworld London we're portraying here.
Okay, so I'm heading into the establishment.
The four-headed swan.
The four-headed swan.
The four-headed swan.
The four-headed swan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Four-headed swan.
The four-headed.
Four-headed.
Okay. I'm heading into the four-headed swan after this incredibly fantastic encounter with these buffoons, and I can see Edward. I can't see Napoleon. I'm heading over to Edward. Edward, what's going on? Where's Napoleon?
He's busy. Take a seat.
Well, what should I do?
I just told you to take a seat.
I'm taking a seat. What are we doing?
We're waiting.
Well, if we're waiting, I'm grabbing a drink. I head over to the bar.
Madam, how may I help you?
I'm looking for your finest beverage.
Our finest beverage?
Yes, I need something that doesn't taste like dog's piss. Or in this case, dragon's piss.
Okay. He carefully appraises you, not in a perverted way. It's like he's trying to sum you up. And he says, Madam, I know just the thing. Carefully pulls out a glass and he says it's just the thing for early mornings. And he gets a bottle of vodka, a tomato juice, some ice, and mixes it up and makes you a Bloody Mary. Nice starting drink for the day, madam.
Oh, yes. This is definitely what I need after the day I've had. I can't thank you enough.
One tries, one's best, madam.
Here's a £2 tip.
He kind of raises his eyebrows in surprise. Thank you, madam.
It's okay. I always...
You've got no idea about this money, have you? You're just throwing it away.
Yep.
You've just given him probably
about 100 quid or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty rich, so I don't mind.
Not anymore.
I still think that I will find a way to access my money. I am not giving up. It's not in my personality.
All right.
Well,
You're probably down to about 35 quid now.
no, I still have about...
If you dare say £50, I swear to God.
No, unless I haven't got £50, but I've still got over the 40 mark.
All right.
Right. Well, what's your name, sir?
Jerry.
Jerry.
Well, Jerry, I always give people who are so kind to help me out a generous tip in life. I think that perhaps, as the gods will it, it means that we go on to good things in the next life.
Very good, madam. Have you finished? I've got some cleaning to do.
Oh, God, why is there nobody that can have any interesting conversation around here? Yes, whatever. I'm going back. Can I have another drink? Whatever you want to give me, I don't care. I'm going to take 2.
He looks you up and down again, reaches to the top for a very, very old-looking whiskey, and pours you a double.
Excellent, thank you. Right, I'm heading back to Marcus.
Well, I'm not
Marcus.
Marcus is not there. I'm heading back to Edward.
He's not there either, because as we were having that discussion...
Oh!
Yeah.
Something happened.
I would have got up. I'm going to leave back out through the front. I'm going to stub out my fag. I want to try and go around the back. I'll have a little look down the alley, see if I can...
Okay, since Edward has disappeared, I'm going to stand at the bar, drinking my drinks and keeping an eye out for Napoleon.
I'm still at the bar, aren't I?
He's still at the bar.
Yeah,
Are you at the bar? I thought you were off somewhere else.
No, he's waiting.
no, yeah.
Oh my God, shoot me now.
I look over at Edward, Eva. Give her a little wink and raise my glass.
I head over to Napoleon. So Napoleon.
Do one of these.
Oh, for all our listeners out there, Robert just placed 2 fingers in front of his mouth and waggled his tongue.
Give me back that pencil.
That's a customary greeting in Peckham.
Do I actually have to react to that greeting?
No.
Good. Napoleon, what have you achieved since you've been in here?
Just keeping it because I love lovely beer in a minute.
Who the bloody hell is Lofty?
Don't worry about it, love. I've got this covered, alright? I've got it covered.
You haven't had anything covered since we've been doing anything.
Look, keep the chopper on. Look, we don't know who's listening. Where's Edward?
I have no idea. He was here a moment ago and he's just disappeared.
Right, well, I ain't going to keep an eye out for him a minute. I've got this covered. I'll be out in a minute, alright?
I'm standing here and drinking my drink with you, Napoleon. I don't trust you.
Okay. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Time whizzes by, and fairly soon, Jerry looks up at the clock and he says, Nappy, was it? Nappy. My apologies. It appears to be time. So if you'd just like to go through that door over there, he gestures to the bottom of the bar, and there's a door that you can go in.
I'm heading with him. I don't trust Napoleon at all.
Oh, you know each other, do you?
Yes, we do.
Eva,
to my
Eva.
misfortune, I know this raggedy fellow.
I can see why you drank the whiskey so quickly now, madam. Whilst this is
Eva,
happening...
It's probably best you wait back here with Edward. Alright, these are not the kind of people you're accustomed to, alright?
I don't care, Napoleon. I'm going with you.
Alright, well, just let me do the talking, alright?
Okay, Edward, what are you doing?
Well, when I went round the side, I wanted to go see if I could snoop in on the conversation they was having in the other room.
Oh, what's happening in the back room?
Yeah.
You go down the alley. Unfortunately, the only windows are very, very high.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no real access to them.
Where that happened, I would have probably just come straight back in.
Okay, chances are then you would have met back up with these guys. So, for argument's sake, I'm going to say that in the time that we skipped through, you've joined them. So, are you?
I'll be with them now.
You're headed in with them as well. Okay, so you walk in. You open the door, Nappy, and you are greeted by a set of steps leading down.
Right. Walking down.
Okay. You head down, and it's fairly well lit, like small little gas lights either side. Oak panels Okay, this is not just
a quick look around to see if there's any immediate exits.
No, it's literally stairs.
Oh, okay.
You're going down.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's probably maybe just a flight and a half, 2 flights. Not a huge amount, but you are kind of considerably underground now. So you get to the bottom of the stairs, and at the bottom, you're in a kind of stairwell, and there's just one door. It's an oak door, and it's got red leather padded front. You know, it's quite opulent. It's very posh. It shows an expense that you wouldn't have considered being in this pub, thinking about where you came from. Nappy, you walk through the door, and you come into what only appears to be like a kind of Victorian / Edwardian classic kind of man's office. Lining the walls are shelves and shelves of books. In the middle of the office is a heavy oak Chesterfield-style desk with matching furniture, high-backed red leather chairs. There's a chaise longue as well in the same style. There's also an antique globe, which, if you hazarded a guess, would probably flip open and reveal some glasses and alcohol of some description. Everybody makes spot hiddens.
Fail.
Regular success.
Extreme success.
So, extreme success. Eva, as you're kind of entering, you take a glance at the books, being the educated person that you are, and you instantly realise that a lot of these books are in different languages. You recognise many books written in Latin and in ancient Greek from your medical studies, obviously. You also see books that you suspect are probably Eastern European, some that possibly Asian, but there are some here that are of a language that you have never ever seen before. It doesn't even look like a language. And because obviously the books are on shelves, you can only kind of pinpoint small figures, not whole kind of streams of sentences and that kind of thing. But it's fairly obvious. And the books themselves are unusual. They're not just, your standard traditional hardback book. You've got books that are, 2.5, 3 foot high. You've got, scraps of paper just bundled together. You've got, very, very small books, some gilded with gold, some, very, very plain.
Well, this gentleman definitely seems to be a scholar. I wonder, perhaps, if while we're here we could also see if he has any information on the Sideth simulacra that could come in useful. You never know.
Yeah, well, he might have some of them nudie books, with dirty pictures in them.
I think we should leave Napoleon outside, to be honest.
Is the guy actually in this office with us, by the way? No. All right, cool. We're by ourselves.
Make a listen roll.
Fail.
Success.
Hard success.
Regular.
Yep, you two hear footsteps coming from the back of the office.
Edward,
Yeah.
can you hear that?
I can hear something's coming over there.
As you kind of look in that direction, the shelf behind the desk swings forward, and you realise it's a concealed door, and out steps a man.
Do I recognise him?
You do.
Is it Lofty?
It is a Lofty Hewitt. He is a large man in a 3-piece
suit of armour? Sorry, I couldn't resist.
He is a large man in a 3-piece pinstripe suit. He is completely bald and incredibly stocky. He almost looks like he has no neck, merely just rolls of excess fat that connect his head with his shoulders. And as he walks up, He has a towel in his hand and he's carefully drying his hands. Behind him is a man you don't recognise, Nappy, who is almost his polar opposite. He's much younger. Lofty himself is probably in his late 50s. This man is probably in his early 30s. He's tall and he's gaunt and very sombre. And Lofty kind of steps into the room, and the gentleman behind him just kind of takes a step to one side but stays directly behind him. The tall man is holding a rather strange object. It's a pyramid. Not a block-shaped pyramid, but it's a simple gold wire pyramid. It's completely hollow. You can put your hand through the side, so it's just the outline.
Lofty! Alright, mate, long time no see. How's it going? Funny old place you got here. How come I've never been invited down here before?
Napoleon Kray.
Hey, that's right, yeah. You remember me, eh?
Yes, I know of your reputation. He glances round the room as if almost checking to see if anything's missing. What exactly is it that you want? Why have you disturbed me?
Right, look, Lofty, listen, I'm gonna come clean with you, alright? We're in a bit of a pickle at the moment, and I need some help, and if I wasn't desperate, I wouldn't be coming to you, alright? But I have got an offer to make you that could provide something quite lucrative for you if you're that way inclined.
I sincerely doubt you have anything that I can possibly
you haven't
need.
heard what I got offer you yet. See, this is something that you can't buy, mate. Now listen, what I'm offering you is this. I'm offering you Napoleon Kray's official seal of approval. Now that is going to give you major clarage. I don't know if that's a real word, but it's going to give you major clarage with the Club Club Pigeon Gang. What that means is I'm going to give you access to all my names and contacts. That's going to put you in some serious standing, mate, possibly, potentially, doubling your income. Now, with that kind of deal on the table, you could be looking at becoming one of the most powerful gangs in London. You got to see that some serious wallop I'm putting on the table here, mate.
He looks at you, and there is a silence in the room. Not just any old silence, but a complete and total silence. He turns to the gentleman behind him, and he says, "Gareth, be a love, have this man removed from my office."
Wait one moment there. Is there... I'm Eva Stone. I'm with this ragamuffin, Napoleon Kray. Now, we are looking to find ourselves some passports. Unfortunately, we can't go via the correct means. As I understand it, you perhaps know where we could purchase some. Now, we have money.
"Look around," he says quietly. "Do I look like a man who is in need of money?"
No. But every man who has money needs more.
Not I. I search for a higher purpose.
In that case, I didn't want to bring this up, but I have got something that you might be interested in. I wasn't really aware that you were into this kind of thing, Lofty, but having a look around the room...
What thing do you think I am possibly into?
How would you like to get your hands on a magic train set?
Lofty takes a step back. What exactly do you mean by a magic train? You know you sound like a small child.
Come on, Lofty, I'm looking around the room, I'm seeing the things you've got. I know, you know what I'm talking about. You heard of Mehmet Makriat, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Them 3 bodies were burned up in the paper the other day.
No. Something of a novelty, I concur.
Yeah, All connected to Randolph Alexis and his magic train set, mate. Now I'm telling you right now, I know exactly where you can find it.
At the name Randolph Alexis. Randolph? Why do I keep saying Randolph? At the
Gandalf the Grey.
At the name Randolph Alexis, something flickers in the back of Lofty's eyes. What do you know of Randolph Alexis?
Well, me and Randy's old mates, mate. We go way back.
Randolph Alexis has been dead for 40 years.
Ah, yeah, that's what he wanted you to think. That was until he found the magic train set and we brought it back through the future. Or something like that.
You are talking complete tosh. Now, I don't know where you've come across this name or why you think I would possibly be interested in doing a deal with you.
Randolph Alexis was an occultist. He died in a train wreck, right?
That is what I understand.
Well, we found a magic train set that teleported us into space. We met Randolph Alexis. He was still alive. We managed to get off the train back to England, and he's holed up in a hotel right now with the train set, and he's looking to sell it for some proper wallop. And I know which hotel he's in. I can even tell you the room number. All we need is 5 passports.
My dear boy, let me humour you for a moment. Let me think. Let's just imagine for 1 second that what you're telling me is true, and that you have acquired some objet d'art.
How else would I know about Randolph Alexis?
That I have no idea. But let's say, for example, you have an object of some great power that you wish to sell to me. I would have thought that maybe you would trust me enough to perhaps bring this object so that I may examine it.
Too dangerous. We ain't touching it.
Well, then
None of us are experienced enough in that kind of thing.
We have...
I figure you might know somebody who could probably pick it up for you.
That is not my job.
What about your boyfriend there?
The gentleman behind you, Gareth, turns and looks at you. He's going to make...
Napoleon is so stupid.
And Napoleon is really stupid. He's going to make an intimidate roll, which you can oppose.
Fail.
Hard success. Yeah, he gives you a stare, and this guy is obviously trained in staring. And you kind of stop mid-sentence and step back slowly.
Right, I'm going to nudge Eva and sort of see if she'll step forward.
Lofty turns to Eva. How exactly did you get yourself mixed up with this silly little fellow?
Well, it all started with a meeting that was that we all got invited to from a telegraph from Professor Julius Smith.
Again, his interest is piqued, and he raises an eyebrow.
Yes, exactly. My thoughts as well. I don't understand how I have managed to become entangled with these gentlemen and our other companions, but we have been asked to try and find a object from the professor. The professor has told us that it is going to threaten the world. God knows whether it will or not, but I feel obligated to follow these gentlemen.
An object?
Yes.
What object?
I believe it's called the Sudethkar Simulacrum.
He turns to look at Nappy. My. You really seem to have got yourself into a little pickle. Why on earth someone like Professor Smith would have got himself involved with the likes of you, I have no idea. But I will tell you this. I'm not interested in your train set. And from what I know of the simulacrum, which isn't much, I certainly want nothing to do with that. I do, however, have a proposition.
What is your proposition?
There is an object. An object that is very dear to me, and I would dearly, dearly love it for my collection. Unfortunately, this object is in the possession of somebody else right now. However, should you be able to acquire this object for me, I suspect I could probably acquiesce to your wishes and get you your passports.
Acquiring objects is what I'm known for, mate.
Well, this object is slightly different. It is known as the Shard of Dreams.
Well, we need some more information.
It's about 4 inches long.
Wait.
I knew you were going to do that. It is about 4 inches long, and it is made of a very, very delicate material. It is, as I say, a shard. Like a piece of broken pottery, perhaps, but far, far more delicate.
Who has it?
At the moment, it is stored away in a secure room in a private members club in London. The name of the club is the Oriental.
Oh, fuck it.
And I'll leave it there for tonight.
Okay, folks, there we have it. Another adventure for another day. In our excitement, we actually forgot to record a sign-off, so I thought I'd do it a couple of days later when I'm really, really tired and done with editing this damn episode. But thank you once again for listening. We do hope that you come back, and please don't forget to rate us, review us, write comments on iTunes and Facebook, and come and visit us at the Chaosgate page, which is www.chaosgate.co.uk. Gonna end tonight with our brand new closing song. I'm sure loads of you have probably heard it before, but we're really big fans, and we had a really lovely message from the delightful Eben Brooks, who told us that we could use his song. So to close us out tonight is Hey There Cthulhu by Eben Brooks.
Hey there, Cthulhu, down there in your sunken city. You're a billion light years distant, and the stars look very pretty from relay. So close and yet so far away. E-A-E-A. Cthulhu Fatagan, or is that Cthulhu Fatine? I can never quite remember, 'cause I'm not in my right mind since I met you. No one corrupts the way you do. You know it's true. Oh, it's what you'll do to me. Oh, and all humanity. Oh, you'll rise up from the sea. Oh, kill everyone slowly, except the ones like me. Hey there, Cthulhu, I've been studying your gospel, the Necronomicon. It gives me nightmares, something awful where I see the death of all reality. It fills me with glee. So when the stars are right, you'll come and do your worst, but that's okay, because I know you'll eat the cultists like me first when you get here. I know that day is drawing near. I have no fear. Oh, it's what you'll do to me. humanity. Oh, you'll rise up from the sea. Oh, kill everyone slowly. A billion light years seems so far below the sea. Beyond the stars of these humans' putrid souls, you'll drink your fill. The fools will all make fun of me, but I'll just laugh maniacally, 'cause no one's ever suffered like they will. Cthulhu, I can promise you that by the time this cult gets through, the world will never ever be the same. Praise your dark name. Fingli Magluna Cthulhu Rilye Wagnon Fitagen. Boy, that's really quite a mouthful. Can't quite cram it in my noggin, not today. I try to say it anyway. I feel my soul begin to fray. Still I await that fraptious day. Cthulhu Calais. Everyone but me. Oh, 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 oh.